by the time, you know, we had our scenes in the hot spring or the church, if I knew that it was you. So I guess really kind of how I want to answer that is, you know, even though with the way that we connected as Aster and Ellie and kind of seeing the similarities maybe to the writing, I don't think my mind was really thinking about the fact that that could be a possibility. I think really what I was focused on, especially with Ellie, was finding a friend and a girl who understood me.
Totally.
You know, even in, you know, and I'll say this again, the bathroom scene where, you know, these girls are talking about Wenatchee, I think I really see for the first time, you know, you're kind of like, what are they talking about? That's so stupid. And I saw that reaction, and, you know, we have this moment, and I just think that it's more about our connection and the things that we were connecting on, rather than thinking about like, oh, I wonder if this is the girl that's writing the letters. I don't think my mind went there once. So really when I found out in the church, and I think you can kind of see it from my reaction, I didn't know. And I think that's why it really, really hurt so bad. So I just wanted to address that question, because I feel like I keep getting asked that. It's kind of like, you know, how did Aster not know? Like, my mind didn't go there. The connection that Aster and Ellie had was just a really organic connection, and I think Aster was extremely intrigued by that. So
I think that's good to address, because I definitely did see a lot of people drawing different parallels about, I mean, there was one specifically I saw on Twitter where someone was like, oh, like, is Ellie in this glass box and Aster sees through this glass box? Like, does Aster see through Ellie's sexuality and possibly her own sexuality? And kind of like you said, like, it really was just about them being two girls in this world that doesn't make sense to them.
right.
Like, they kind of feel like the odd ones out. And I feel like that is so important to really focus on as well, because I feel like it's even more of a transformation when Aster does realize that in the end of herself, not knowing that through all of this. Like, it really does rely solely on the connection, and I feel like that's what helps them to see, like, okay, like, this might be okay for us.
1,000%. I totally agree with that.
100%.
100. Hi, Brittany.
Hi, Brittany. I was just thinking too.
My baby. Brittany Scarpy, I love you so much. Okay.
Some people said, were there some scenes that were cut? You know, there was actually there was a part of our hot tub scene that did get cut, where we were kind of bantering a little bit more and being a little more, I wouldn't say flirty, but definitely catching on to each other's vibe.
Yeah.
And then another scene that Alexxis was in, that you should explain.
That what? I should explain?
Yeah.
Okay.
It involved both of us, but it was mostly your scene.
Yeah, and actually we did it. We did this scene that got cut in the audition room when we did our chem read. It kind of was like an impromptu thing. It was something that I actually was supposed to do by myself. But Leslie was like, you know what? Let's play around. She tried to get like this cardboard box to kind of put between our chairs because basically the premise of the scene was I'm supposed to be in this confessional. Just kind of, you know, pouring my heart out in a sense, just kind of feeling really confused and a little bit defeated and guilty. So she kind of addresses that, not knowing that Ellie is actually on the other side. So we had this actually in the audition room, and we had the box in between us, and Ellie was kind of reacting to everything that I was saying. It was actually a cool scene, but I think we kind of covered a lot of that in the hot spring scene, and this kind of the discussion we had with Alice, where it was kind of like, you know, it wasn't 100% necessary, so they decided to leave it out. But it was actually a really fun scene, not only to shoot, but to do in our chem read. It was a lot of fun. That's actually, I think, too, where Leslie, the casting director, really kind of saw both of us playing these roles. So that was really fun. Yeah, so.
And also, too, like, even though it didn't make the movie, the standalone scene by itself, like, that is the first time we really see Aster open up to a god that she may or may not believe in at this moment. And also not knowing that Ellie is on the other side, that's kind of Ellie's first time, like, really hearing what she did wrong. And understanding that the person that she's in love with is on the other side of this, feeling all these things and not feeling like her existence is okay
Right.
in this confusing world of Squamish. And I don't know, I always found that scene really beautiful. And yes, we do brush up on that on the end scene, and we clarify everything and we understand how Aster feels. But I think people deserve to know that you really crushed that, and that was a really beautiful scene.
Thank you, BB. Appreciate
You're welcome.
What's another thing that I kind of want to like address stuff, because like I feel like we've answered questions and I love that, but I think we keep getting some reoccurring questions.
Okay, let's ask. What are some things you guys? Oh, sequel. So you guys, just gonna clear the rumors up here. Alexxis and I have been dreaming of sequels A through Z. We have no clue whether a sequel is going to happen. And if anything, something that I've kind of talked about, and I feel like Alexxis has as well with Alice, is really just staying in the ending that we have right now and kind of internalizing that for yourselves and seeing what you think the ending might be. Maybe Netflix will hear you and I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think what's important right now too is like, you know, this film just came out a week ago, and we just kind of really want everyone to soak in the now and, you know, really appreciate this film for what it is. You know, Alice is absolutely brilliant. Her script was absolutely brilliant. And I think what I personally would love to focus on right now is just what we have and what's in front of us, and exactly what you said, kind of taking the ending and, you know, thinking about it and relating it to yourself in a way, and kind of coming up with your own sort of what happens after. And, you know, a sequel kind of really isn't up to us, so we don't know.
Yeah, we really don't know. But I don't know. Anyway.
Anyway, so we just wanted to address that. And then I think there was another one that I was about. Oh, bloopers. We did not have time to get bloopers.
Alice is so funny. She's like, we didn't have the budget for bloopers. We really didn't have time for bloopers. Like, anytime there was a blooper, it was like, okay, we're back in line. Like, but I feel like a lot of the bloopers were like offset when you and I were hanging out and like with Daniel.
And with Daniel.
And Wolfgang too.
And Wolfgang. I need to find, I know there's some videos, I think, on my Snapchat that I don't use, so maybe I should go and take a look-ski and see what I have on there for more videos. But
we'll compile some stuff for you.
Yeah, we'll compile some of our own stuff, but I don't think we have.
I have one of us at the park swinging.
You do? See, you hoard them.
No, I don't hoard them. I take them. I'm like, oh, wait, let me get this real quick.
No, you're right. You definitely were the one who, like, you always... I have some funny video of you drinking, like, a smoothie, too, with Kuba at, what was that place called?
Bari.
You love Bari.
Oh, my God.
I was not into it.
I still get emails from Bari and True Foods, and I'm like...
Oh, I do, too. I think they stopped, though. True Food, they recently were like, you haven't answered in a while, so like we're gonna stop sending you texts. And I was like, no, please don't.
They're like, thank you, True Food. Bye.
I miss True Food and my coffee.
Okay, wait, one more. We have to say hi to Brazil. It's a ritual.
Hi, Brazil.
Hi, Brazil.
We appreciate you guys so much. We see you.
Obrigado.
We see you.
I just want to say thank you in Portuguese. So I can be like, obrigado.
No, thank you guys for your support. We really do love you, and we see you, and we appreciate you. And I think it's like really early over there, isn't it? So whoever is on from Brazil right now.
Yeah, guys, if you have school tomorrow, like online, get off Instagram Live. This is your mom telling you.
This is your mom saying go to bed.
This is your mom saying hit the pillow.
But I would actually really love to go to Brazil sometime. So maybe we plan a trip when this is all over.
Take a cruise to Rio.
Please take a flight.
Okay, what else can we answer? Oh, okay. Why do you think Aster kissed Paul after the hot spring scene? Or why do you think she kissed Paul in general? Like, clear up the rumors about Trig. Like, where's Aster at?
I think what I think kind of her driving force behind that was, you know, she really had this crazy connection with Ellie in the hot springs, and she has this connection with him, she thinks, through these letters, and she kind of gets confused because anytime she talks to him in person or asks him like a serious question or anything like that, he just doesn't, it doesn't add up. And then, you know,
it's like fries and more fries.
Yeah. She asks him this question about God, and he's like, yeah, no, of course I believe in God. Where she had just had this open conversation with Ellie about not believing in God and having that kind of talk, and which was something that she's never heard about or expressed any sort of you know, conversation about with anybody before. And then, you know, he's like, I got your painting, it was really pretty, and she's just kind of like, what is it? What is it with you? Like, and I think it kind of came from this place of like, I need to feel if it's just like this feeling. So she kind of just grabs him and is like, I just need to like, it almost looks a little frustrating. She kind of just grabs him and it's just like, I need to feel whatever this is.
Totally.
And try to understand where this feeling is coming from. And, you know, the kiss wasn't, you know, the most romantic, like, you know, even you kind of see after the kiss, I kind of pull away and I'm like, I'm still kind of confused, but I think this guy is behind the letters, so I'm like, I'm trying to bring it out of him.
You're like, that was nice?
Yeah. So, yeah, I kind of think that's where that came from. I don't think there was any...
Sorry, Sam, my friend.
No. I don't think that there is any sort of, like, big reason behind it other than she was just trying to understand what was kind of going on with him.
Totally. And also, too, like, I feel like the audience can kind of see that. Like, everyone knows that this connection with Paul isn't as... sees kind of... I mean, the audience sees everything. The audience sees... Oh, can you see me?
What? You froze.
Hello?
For a second.
Oh, am I here?
Hello? You froze for a second.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Am I back? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Why can't I hear me? Why can't you hear me?
Wait, I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me? Can you see me?
Wait, I've heard you this whole time.
Oh.
I can hear you. Yeah.
For a second. Oh, okay. You know what?
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to answer a question about my Mandarin. Yes, I did have to learn Mandarin for this film. I'm not a native Mandarin speaker. I would like to learn about that sometime, but that language is actually very, very difficult. I learned for like 2 months in lessons, like twice a week, and Alice really, really helped me through all of that, and she was so patient, very patient, because I was like, I mean, there's so many different things to learn about the Mandarin language. But yeah, and then another question for both of us that I read is, would we like to work together again?
No doubt in my mind. I would love to do another film with you, whether that is a sequel, wink, wink, or that's something totally different. I would love to kind of see like a different side of Ellie and Aster, and like a different, you know, just a totally different film. I think that would be kind of cool to see us take on something different with each other. It'd be a cool experience.
Dude, absolutely. Sequel would be cool, but also like something where we could like, what if we were like partners in crime and like fought bad guys?
Dude, that would be so fun. It would be so fun to do an action film with you, I feel like. We would have so much fun.
We would have so much fun, like falling out of helicopters together.
Dude, I really want to do an action film. You're making me want to do an action film.
Or a musical!
A musical!
I'm trying to see if my roommate's heard that.
You know what's funny is like I love music and I love singing for myself, because obviously I don't really put much of my singing out there because I'm
She's
shy
going
about
to start though. She's going to start.
I'm not a huge musical fan. I mean, there's only a couple musicals that I'll watch. I saw Hamilton on Broadway. I'll watch Frozen. I don't know. I've never been a massive fan of musicals.
Nah, girl, it's because you ain't been in my musical. That's why.
Oh.
Girl, you ain't been in my musical. You don't know. What's that? Pling, pling.
Girl, you look like somebody auntie. No, you're right. I maybe that would be fun. I don't know. Oh, and also, when people keep asking me to sing Annie's song, I feel like Annie's song is a really sacred song, not only to me, but to the film and to Aster. And I think that's kind of a moment that I would like to keep as Aster's moment. So I don't want to cover that song, so I'll do anything else. But I think Annie's song is kind of, it's like a sacred song.
If you guys want to cover that song and show us what you want to do with it,
yes,
that's dope too. And also,
I would love that.
Same for Ellie's song. I feel like that is for that specific moment, and we really want to keep true to that. But if you guys want to submit your covers, we would love to listen to them.
I would love that.
That'd be really cool.
I'd love to hear that.
Yeah.
And then we gotta figure out a good song to cover when this is all over.
We do. I feel like
we have like a couple, I think, in our minds, but
we'll confer. We'll take a poll.
Huh?
In the end,
yeah, we should do like a poll.
We're like, do you want to do this song or this song?
Just no songs from the movie. I think.
Do you want us to do Fergalicious or Glamorous by Fergie? Like either of the two.
Fergalicious definition. Make them
boys go loco. She got me spending.
We'll do like a poll. We'll do a poll and come up with like maybe our top 2 or 3 selects that we're not sure which one we want to do, and we'll see what you guys think. Yes.
All right, you guys.
Are we good? Did we answer enough questions?
Yeah. Actually, we can keep doing this. Like every once in a while, we'll hop on a live, hang out.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm really down. And do you know how to save the live? I know a lot of people were saying, please save the live for people that are asleep.
I think I can save the video. Yes.
Okay, cool. We'll do that. And we'll try and hop on another live soon. Maybe we'll do it later so that
people could come.
People from other countries will be awake and be able to kind of experience it actually live for them. So maybe we'll do it like later and on in the day, and I'll get a place with better Wi-Fi.
Girl, your Wi-Fi was good. You just gotta sit in the special room.
I know. So it's literally the foyer of my apartment. I wonder if
you just have to sit in the foyer.
The foyer!
Oh, nice.
Just like a random bike. Look at this blue wall. We live in.
We chilling.
We chilling.
All right, baby. I love you so much. You guys, thank you so much for supporting this film and just watching today.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining, and we'll do this again soon. I love you, Bibiana.
Goodbye, Lexiana.
Okay, I love you. Bye, everybody.